Story time, how I fought my own best friend. And sorry if my story times are super long, but I can't add the whole achievement into 60 seconds. Trust me, I tried and no. So long story short, I met this girl back in 2022. She was a lot younger than me. We were best friends. We became best friends like since the start, girl. Like when I tell you she was super nice to me, whatever. But later on it started to get a little more, ill vibes. Like we were cool to the point where I went to her house and stuff. Like we would buy each other stuff. Like I bought her like ice cream. She would buy me little bracelets. Like it was a cute little friendship. I'll give it that. But fast forward a couple months pass and I started being friends with everybody else. Oh, here's a foundation because everybody keeps asking me for it and I keep typing it in the comments and apparently everybody ignores it, but here it is. But I genuinely think she didn't like the fact that I was like being friendly with other girls, like if she had a problem with the girl she could have told me, but she never told me nothing. Until this one time in particular, she really threw me off with the little comments she was making though. She was like, oh, like my uncle is from Colombia. If you know from Colombia, it's known for the booger sugar being really good. Not that I know. But she was like, yeah, he really is like that. Like, girl, like my family. And I was like, bitch, if you was a fucking Chapo 2.0 motherfucker, why the fuck are you coming to this ghetto school? Why don't you pay $1,000 to go to a private school? And the shorty just stayed quiet. I guess that's what kind of like bothered her because I literally humbled her. I was like, girl, what the heck? Like, don't try to claim something you are not. And ever since that day, I guess it just got under her skin. And then literally another week passes by and she's like, oh, I'm really a hood. And I was like, girl, what the fuck? And I literally told her, I was like, oh, so what's your, bandana color? Because, this girl hit me with a gray. Bitch, what the fuck you mean gray? Like this kind of gray? She was like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck does that stand for? She was like, it stands for peace. I seen the movie Boys in the Hood and all that bullshit and I never seen none of that. So that's when I realized, I was like, I need to distance myself from this fucking bitch. The fuck? She false claiming and she swears she's a fucking narco? What the fuck? So then she had invited me to her house, right? And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna go to your house. Bitch, I go. This bitch live in the suburbs. I was like, this is what you call the hood? Bitch, I was youngin' with no fucking milk. I had to eat cereal right out the box. I had to get food from the cafeteria and bring it back home. I would eat my own boogers. Just kidding. Like, don't get me wrong. Her house was nice as fuck or whatever. Like, it was cool. Look, I have evidence that I went. For certain reasons, this is me and this is her. I went to her house, bro. But honestly, I was pretty shocked because I was like, girl, you say that you're from the hood and you live in a nice, pretty house. Like, don't get me wrong. That's good that you live in a nice home, Hey. But after that, like, ever since that day, like, after that, bro, like, we just, like, I don't know. She would make, like, certain little comments, like, try to make me look bad in front of dudes. Like, she had that habit of trying to make me look bad in front of dudes. Like, this one time, she knew I liked this other guy, right? Tell me why. She's like, oh, you want my water bottle so you won't have to go to your car? We had gotten into an argument that day in class. I think I have the video. It won't let me upload it, but long story short, me and her I just called her desperate ass bitch and she was like, for who? For who? So this is where things start to get, a little escalated. So literally the principal had came for her to the class. He came for her. As soon as she reaches outside the door, she starts getting rattled up. Come find me, bitch. Come outside. I was like, ho, is you cool? Like, I know this girl ain't stupid enough to try to argue with two girls knowing damn well she about to get jumped. Like, and ever since that day, me and her fell out hard. Fast forward next year. This is already junior year. I had her for all my fucking classes. The principal and the counselor knew damn well what had happened between me and her the year prior. Like, girl, when I tell you this girl was a big bully, like, she would talk so much shit. Like, I would literally be sitting in front of her and she'd be like, yeah, last time we argued and she didn't even do nothing. That bitch scary, fucking pussy ass bitch. Like, wait, no mames. Wait, eres una pinche morrida. Te puedo partir tu puta madre la verga. And this went on for like, I think more than a month of her just talking shit. Like, she'll walk past by me, like, she'll laugh, she'll talk. Her and her little fucking minions would look at me and laugh. She was one of those fucking bitches that needed an army to laugh at me. So then there's this one day I had her for this one class, right? She was talking to this one guy behind me and was like, oh, like, why aren't you and her friends no more? Y'all used to be best friends. This girl just started talking out of her ass and was like, oh, fuck that bitch, you know, she ain't doing nothing. That day I posted up with her. Mind you, she didn't even post up. She posted right outside the door, knowing damn well the principal was holding her. So I was like, okay, bitch, all right. So as soon as class is dismissed, it's already time to go home, mind you. Like, this shorty was walking in front of me. Like, girl, is you dumb? Like, I could literally catch you behind your back. But I was like, nah, we're gonna make it fair. Her grandma picks her up, bro. When I tell you that she had the balls to laugh, look at me and look at her grandma. Her and her old ass fucking granny look at me and start laughing, bro. I was like, ain't no way her and her fucking granny are talking shit about me. The fuck? Bitch, you're about to die. The fuck? My bad, because TikTok people be sensitive. And I was super cool with the security guard. I was like, yo, mister, I'm warning you, I'm gonna fight the bitch tomorrow. He hit me with a, no, it's not worth it, no, wooty woo. I was like, bro, nah. Shorty keep talking shit and like, she think I'm some weak bitch. So next day comes around. Girl, when I tell you, I wake up, I don't even put makeup on. I am ready to squabble up, you know? I slick my hair down, right? Like, I'm talking about slick, tight ponytail, extra hairspray, extra gel, no lashes, and rings. Bro, I pull up fast as hell to school that morning. I pull up, but I'm like, I'm not gonna fight her this early. I'm gonna wait till second period. Wooty woo. Second period comes around. I see her walking. I was like, yo, bitch. I was like, stop talking so much shit, bitch, and running, hoe. The fuck? When I tell you, her and her little fucking friend laughed at me, I was like, oh, you wanna laugh, puta? And this one guy in particular saw me pressing her, so he was like, oh shit. So me and him start walking in class, the same class we had her in, second period. And he was like, oh, once we go in, he was like, oh, are you gonna fight her? Like, out loud, bro. Me being already mad as fuck, I was like, yes, but the bitch don't want to post up with her fucking fake ass. Girl, I said out loud, I ain't give a fuck. Back then, I was a little, you know, little ghetto. Class starts and they take away our phones. Tell me why this bitch waits till we all get our phones back. This bitch feeling bold. She's like, so what you say about me? What you say about me? I didn't even argue with her. I was like, run it. She did not motherfucking run it. So I ended up throwing the first punch where I fucked up. Boom, we started tussling. Tell me what this girl starts pulling my hair, bro. Like, in the video you can see she pulls my hair first. I get mad. I say boom on the edge of the table. Like, it's not, the fight wasn't like, oh my god. No, it was a little small fight, but still. Boom, she's on the ground. I start punching her. She ends up biting my middle finger. She was hungry for me. Fast forward, the fight's over. She's from her nose and mouth, where her dumb ass just goes like this and ends up spreading it all over her face. Then the principal comes in rushing. She's like, oh my god, did you? And I was like, nope, the fuck. And fast forward, her parents ended up pressing charges on me. And she swore that she was about that life, that she was a gangster. Bitch, what the fuck? And due to TikTok regulations, I don't think I could post it on here. But I'll post it on my close friends. So follow me on Instagram. If you know, you know. But yeah, that bitch ended up pressing charges and acted like the victim in front of the judge and said that I was bullying her. So there you guys have it. That's a story time when I fought this fucking stupid ass girl.
Story time on the craziest girl at my high school. And I don't mean fun crazy. I know you guys have been waiting for the story times, and I'm finally all done with high school. So I'm gonna start doing like one really good one a week. I'm only gonna tell these stories from my personal experience. I don't want to spread like any false information, any false rumors. So if I don't know, I won't be sharing the information. But what I do know is that this girl came to our high school. I forget which year, but she came to our high school. She was all the rave. She was super pretty. She seemed to be super nice. I think I know why she came to our school, but I'm not for sure, so I'm not gonna say it. I never really had a big run-in with her until my best friend at the time started dating her ex. I always have heard things because she went through a lot of friend groups, and there was just always some kind of drama attached to that, you know? So anyway, my best friend starts dating her ex. They broke up. She said she didn't cheat. He said she did. She said, I don't know what's true, but basically he meets my best friend, and when I tell you, these two together are the perfect couple. I can't even explain. Like, they're so in love. They're gonna get married. If they don't, I don't believe in love. This girl also gets a boyfriend around the same time. They're both moved on. Great. No, not great, because she's not. She keeps finding ways to text her ex, which is now my best friend's boyfriend, so you know, it's unsettling. They're a happy couple. Leave them alone. He never answers her. He keeps blocking her. Eventually gets to the point where she literally is texting him through her friend's phone. She like sent him a song that like reminded her of him. I'm just like, what? You have a boyfriend. I remember my friend showing me like a DM where she was like, my mom saw you driving today. I was thinking of you. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, it gets to the point where she literally texts him through her friend's phone and is kind of like blackmailing him to talk to her in a way. I'm not gonna say why, you know, those are her reasons. That's not for me to talk about on the internet. And my best friend is hanging out with her boyfriend, so you know, she stands on business and is like, look, if you need to talk to him, like, I'll be right here on the phone with him, but you can call if you need. So the girl's like, never mind. So it's just kind of at a point where, you know, she has a boyfriend. She shouldn't be texting her ex, so this is where I come in. I'm very good at confrontation. I'm also very good with my words. So me and my best friend sit down and we type a long letter for her that's very nice and direct. It wasn't mean whatsoever. The worst part was the end where we were just like, look, if you need help from your ex, we're gonna have to screenshot these texts and send them to your boyfriend because what is going on? She reads the text, but she doesn't answer it. And of course we go to school that week and hear that my best friend apparently sent her some mean text. Obviously no one believed this because, you know, my best friend at the time is so problematic. Literally, no one batted an eye when she said something. No, it goes mute for a while, and then we're at the point where my best friend's boyfriend needs his clothes back from this girl. So my friend texts her the first time and asks, and she's just like, well, why doesn't my ex pick it up? Then my best friend fought back and said he doesn't want to waste the gas. So she pulls the I'm not home right now, which is fine. So my best friend texts again and asks for the clothes again, and just saying that she'll swing by to grab them if you leave them on the front porch. Swings by, no one's there. She doesn't get out of her car. There was really no response, so she just kind of went on with her life. And the girl then said she gave away all of his stuff, which didn't make sense for reasons, but I don't want to get the story wrong, so we're just gonna continue. Anyway, this girl's mom ends up texting the girl's ex's, my best friend's boyfriend, and the whole thing is kind of complicated, basically saying that my best friend and her boyfriend's little sister were like harassing this girl. Just everyone knows that that's not true. This girl's mom also called my best friend a horse. Like, what? Sorry, but if you are over the age of 30 and you need to talk crap about high school girls, what are you doing? Her mom has literally made so many girls feel bad about themselves, like almost bullied out of friend groups. Like, I know this is a fact for sure because I have witnessed it. But regardless of the fact, this whole thing just goes on for way too long, and I'm like walking in the hallway behind her and she just doesn't care about who's around her, I guess, because I just hear her talking about this whole scenario completely wrong. Like, she's telling the story. Oh, I messed up on those. Telling the story so wrong and calling my best friend a fan. My best friend doesn't even say this girl's name, let alone act like a fan. And I made a story time about that whole kind of interaction as well, but I've been very careful about the story times that I share because I did it once to this other girl. Actually, that girl might top craziest chick. I don't even know. I'm not gonna say that because that's mean, but I did do like a story time about homecoming drama, and she made it seem like I was bullying her because I was calling out all the bullying I went through being her friend. Like, what? That'll be another story time. I just don't understand. I'm trying to do these as graceful as possible because, you know, like, I'm not a mean person. I don't like to talk bad about people, but I'm not afraid to spill the truth. And like, right out of high school, no one probably knows who I'm talking about, but basically this whole encounter with this girl lasted like a year and a half, I swear. It's like she forgot me and my best friend at the time literally like lived through each other. Like, everything I knew, she knew. Like, it was like our lives were one, you know? So pretty much the craziest part of all that was just just the fact that she still had a boyfriend. It's one thing if you're still hung up on your ex and like you miss him and are trying to ruin someone's relationship, but you have a boyfriend. And there's been other weird allegations with that relationship, but that's not for me to talk on. But I'm ready to go. I actually really like my makeup today. I think it looks super cute and summery. So I hope you guys have a great day. There's a little story time for you guys. I hope you like it. Peace out. Love you. Bye.
Get ready with me for school story time on how my literal best friend stole all of my birthday money. As you can see, I use my new Frenchy perfume. Go buy it. It smells kind of like Sol de Janeiro Rio Radiance, but even better. Like, it just smells so good. It's at Target. Go get it. Also, y'all said dress fly girl today, but I wanted to wear my new jacket, so sorry about that. Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter how long you're best friends with somebody, they can still stab you right in your back. Basically, I was best friends with this girl since like literally first grade, everything together. Okay, so the day of my birthday, I had a sleepover with her. And I even opened all my gifts when she was at my house, so she knew that I got the money from me opening my birthday cards. So once I'm done opening my gifts, and no, it's not the girl y'all saw in my birthday haul, like on my last account. It wasn't Zaria. This was like a couple years ago. Got back in my room after me opening all of my gifts. What? My ex-best friend was like, how much money did you get? And I said, why does it matter? And listen, my brain was not braining in 5th grade, so not too much. But then she's like, oh, just curious. And then I tell her, like, I got like $400. And then she's asking me, she's like, what are you going to spend it on? And I'm like, again, why does it matter? Like, girl, it's my money. Like, so then I'm kind of thinking in my head, like, is this girl, like, about to steal my money? Like, why you keep on asking all of these questions, friend? And of course, why this is happening? I had to use the bathroom so bad. And then she asked me this one question. She's like, what would you do if someone steals all your birthday money? Whoa. And then I'm like, well, I don't know, but obviously I wouldn't want my birthday money to get stolen. So, but I don't know what was going on in the 5th grade. Also, y'all, this is my new e.l.f. blush in the shade Coming In Hot. I'm also using this Halo Glow Stick. But then I'm getting kind of nervous, but then again, I still have to go use the bathroom very bad. And I don't just want to leave her just sitting in my room because I didn't really show her where the money was, but that gives her a great opportunity to go try to look for it. Then she asked me, she's like, oh, well, where's your money right now? Okay, so then I asked her, I'm like, girl, are you trying to steal my money? And then she's like, no. I went, oop, wrong brush. She's like, no, I would never try to steal your stuff. Like, we're literally best friends. What are you talking about? And in 5th grade, that was kind of like some reassurance for me. So I kind of calmed down, kind of let it, After that, I'm still a little cautious, but, I kind of try to forget about it. And at this point, my stomach's about to burst. So I'm like, okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Okay, hold on. I have to go do my last combo, so I'll be right back. Maybelline Sky High or Last Sensational, whatever. Bone white jacket. Forgot to use highlighter, but I'm going to wait to tell y'all the next part in part 2, so come back for part 2. I know y'all probably like, bro, seriously? But it's okay. Part 2, come back. And thank you guys so much for 13. Okay. Bye. Okay, quick OOTD. Kendra Scott, Under Armour, Lululemon, Target, and my Panda Dogs. Peace out, y'all. Come back for part 2. It's almost out.
Good morning, guys. We have to do this quickly because I have drama for you guys. Okay, so everything I'm gonna talk about is always gonna be the truth, and it's only gonna be from my perspective, from like what I've experienced firsthand and not like he said, she said type. And everything I'm saying is not mean, it's literally just the truth. Just the tiniest bit of background information is I went to middle school with her, so like 6th grade to the first year of high school, and then she changed schools. Okay, so yesterday I went to Starbucks, and granted, this is a Starbucks 5 minutes from my school, and her school's 30 minutes away. And yes, there are other Starbucks like closer to her school. And while I'm walking through the parking lot, I pass this car, and all I hear is like hyena, like hysterical laughing coming out of the car. And I'm just like, your car isn't soundproof. Like, I can hear you. And I turn and look at the car, And that's when I see her. At this point, I don't really care. Her name's Lily because she posted a TikTok about me, but we'll get there later. But like all I hear coming out of this car is like laughing, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, look at her, ah, like screaming like that. So for real, if I didn't hear the laughing, I wouldn't even have known she was like in the parking lot because I don't know her car. So I get my cup of coffee from Starbucks and I leave to go back to my car. And while I'm in my car, I call my friend. I call my other friend. I'm like, do you want to go to Starbucks real quick and take a picture of my op? And mind you, this girl posts me like religiously on her private story, and I know this because so many people on her private story don't even like her, and they know me, and they're like, she said this about you. I can say that because they did send me the proof. So me and my friend went back to Starbucks, and we literally took a picture of her. Like, no joke, I just took a picture of her with flash on. Like, I didn't really care that much. So that's literally it. We go in, take a picture, leave. Like, we got Starbucks, obviously, but like that was it. So then that was that. I low-key like forgot about it. Like, it wasn't like that big of a deal anymore until her TikTok popped up on my For You page. Like, the sound she was lip syncing to like was like, hey stalker, like just so you know I'm still gorgeous, or something like that. And then the caption on that TikTok was, if you're gonna make a post about me, you might as well tag me, which I thought was really ironic because she made that TikTok about me and didn't even tag me in it. So I was just like, let's not blow this like completely out of proportion. So I just reposted it. So I simply commented, if you're gonna make a full-blown TikTok about me, you might as well tag me. And one thing about Lily is she loves to start beef, but she can never finish it herself. So I got a response in the comments, and it was from a different girl who's like my ex-friend, and now they like talk about me all the time together. And she was just like, well, you didn't tag us when you posted us. And I was like, posted us? I've never posted you. And the thing about both of them is they change men more than they change their underwear. Like, they're with a different guy every month, like every week, like, and I've been with the same guy for 3 years. Like, hello? So I didn't like that she got involved in drama that wasn't her own drama because I didn't mention her name once. So I clapped back and I'm just like, oh, since when were you involved? Why don't you go run back to? And then I listed a bunch of the guys she was with. Not to mention, I never unfollowed her on Instagram on her spam account just because I just didn't remember to. Like, it wasn't like crossing my mind or anything. And she still views my stories even though she doesn't she doesn't follow me. So then she basically added me on Snap and then got into my TikTok DMs and was just like, let's talk this out. Like, but not like let's talk this out, like let's argue. And then she literally had to block me because I clocked back in the comment section so hard. So now I saw her video on like this account, and it literally like the video's still up, but now it only has 2 comments, and it's her and her friend being like, oh, you ate this up, and she goes, I know, right? Like, you literally like got rid of me because you got clocked in your own comment section. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and sorry for all the drama.
Get ready with me for a fight. So basically, this girl wants to fucking fight me, y'all. Like, if you know me at school, I'm like one of the sweetest people. Like, I mind my business. I don't talk to anybody. Like, I have my 4 friends that I talk to all day. No, 5 that I talk to all day. If you don't see me talking to them, then I have my headphones in and I'm minding my business. So there's this girl, not gonna say names, we're just gonna call her Mia. So y'all remember yesterday how I was talking about Sam and how he's a hoe, right? And how I wanted to mess with him, but he didn't want a relationship, basically. So I stopped talking to him. So I forgot to say good morning. Good morning. I was just too excited to tell this story. So he used to mess with this other girl named Bree before he started to mess with me. And Bree got really sad that, cause she really liked him, and so she got really sad that he didn't want to like be in a relationship with her, basically. So when he started messing with me, she got mad at me. So Miss Girl is mad at me, and she was like, and Simone was kissing on my boyfriend. First of all, baby, I didn't even kiss him. I never put my hand, that boy never put a hand on me. I never put a hand on that boy. So where did you get kissed at from? Because that never happened. So let me get into like what happened yesterday. So I was minding my business, and every little so often when I am in the mood, I go into the bathroom to see how I look, just to see if I have something on my face or something. So I go into the bathroom and she happens to walk in before me. So I walk into the bathroom and she happens to walk in before me, and I'm just checking myself in the bathroom because every so often I just go in the bathroom and to see how I look. And she happens to go in before me. She says, when I walk in there, she says, I'm not gonna deal with this bitch, and walks out.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, babes. So I'm like, okay, maybe she's not talking about me. So then I get out the bathroom. I'm walking to my class, and she goes and says she talking all this shit, but she not gonna do nothing. Y'all gonna have to go to part 2. Sorry.